nothing needs a beginning or end.
You still not answer the question.
Yeah, it is. Because you're asking me what gave me a beginning, or what I believe could give me a beginning.
How old are you?
I believe that does not have
If you don't
to
mind
be
me
a
now.
beginning.
If you don't mind, approximately, in your 30s, in your 20s? Couple years back you didn't exist, innit? Couple years back you didn't exist.
30 years.
Yeah, you didn't exist.
Yeah.
So I'm asking you, so then you came into existence. So I'm asking you, does nothing give existence to you? Does nothing bring you into existence?
I answered your question. You said based on my perception.
Yeah.
Based on my perception. And
Yes
my
or no?
understanding and my belief as an nihilist, I believe that I could have been born yesterday, not 30 years ago. And it could be my impression or perception that I had 30 years of life.
Based on your perception, you're here. Based on your perception, convictedly. Based on your perception and my perception, I can see you in front of my eyes. These are my tools of my perception, my eyes.
But you're talking about something that
Can I finish the point? Can I finish the point? Can I finish?
Illusion is anything.
What's illusion?
You are an illusion. This is an illusion.
No, what's illusion? Define
Life
illusion
is a
for me.
dream.
What's illusion?
That's
Define
life.
illusion for me. What's illusion?
That's what I'm saying. As he just said, we could be just dreaming.
I mean, what's illusion? What's illusion? Define it.
A perception that something occurs when it doesn't occur.
I'm talking about perception based on you got two eyes. Am I lying? Am I not sure you got two eyes?
We're talking about metaphysics here. We're not
You
talking
can touch
about,
things.
Oh, yeah, I see or
You
not
just
see,
clap with
because
both hands.
You cannot see God.
You just
So
touch
we
both
cannot
hands together. Look, you just do this. Did you not feel both hands touching together? Did you not feel it?
I could not feel it if I wanted to.
I'm not asking. Did you feel? I'm asking you. It's about being truthful or lies.
I perceive that I felt it.
Yes. So I'm saying to you.
understand what I'm trying
So I'm
to say,
asking. So I said to
Because
you.
you're trying to
No, perception is fine.
with materialism about metaphysics.
No. You missing my point.
We're talking about.
You're dancing and digressing. I'm just something simple. I said I agree with the principle of perception.
I already answered your question.
No, you answered a different question that I didn't ask. If I ask,
didn't answer your
if
question. You asked
example,
me, do I believe
sister,
nothing could come
sister, one
from-
second. If I ask you about your age, you don't tell me the color of your eye. It's pointless. If I ask you about your age, you want to tell me about the color of your eye.
No, it's not.
I mean,
that's
you
not
see,
what I said.
you came here.
My
You came here.
answer
You came here.
simply
With all
applies
respect,
to-
you came here, and you. I would say with all respect, don't take it wrong. It's as if you're dumbing down your senses. But when you go out in the real world and you go into an office in an interview, you don't behave like this. When you go into in an interview or in an office or somewhere, you don't behave like this. But you came here, you deliberately dumbed down your senses, like if you don't understand what I'm saying to you.
I do understand.
Yes. So I'm
You
saying.
don't understand my answer.
No, I'm saying
I
to you.
already answered
No,
your question.
I'm saying to you. If
asked
I
me
answer.
specifically, do I believe something could come from nothing?
No, I didn't. That's not the question
More
I
or
asked you.
less. Yeah, that-
It was a more personal question. I mean, you could say, well, I don't want to answer personal question. I would say leave it because you have a right.
I answered.
I asked you, based on your, you not agree on the principle of perception. It's meaning that our senses that we have here, the eyesight, the hearing,
You
smell, we can.
asked me, do I perceive
That nothing-
I exist?
that nothing-
Yes, I perceive
No,
that I exist. That
that's not the
could
question.
be an illusion. That could be a dream. That could be you dreaming that I'm here. That could be anything.
Oh, it's an illusion. Based on your perception, oh, it's an illusion. Based on definition, what illusion mean? Based on your perception, all your existence right in front of me is an illusion.
When you're dreaming, do you think
What
that,
we used
that
to
this is
perceive.
real? When you're dreaming,
What
do
we
you
used to
think-
perceive, we're not dreaming here. We are awake. You're not sleeping. What we used to perceive.
I don't know. I might be sleeping.
But dreams feel
No, that's what
real.
I'm saying to you. When you speak like this, you deliberately dumb down your own senses. Because in other,
Senses are not everything. You could be having hallucinations.
I'm saying to you,
A schizophrenic person could be seeing things you're not seeing. You could
We're
be
talking
dreaming
right here
anything.
now.
No, but we have to agree at least on facts, right? When you want to speak facts. So we can agree that when you're dreaming, right, and when you're in a state of dream, you have a dream, you're playing out the role, something is happening whilst you're dreaming.
I would love to be your customer. I'm gonna come to your
Whilst
business
you're
and be a
dreaming,
customer.
You don't know
Right?
you're sleeping.
Yes, exactly.
You have
So
a dream and you don't know you're
whilst
sleeping.
you're dreaming, you think your dream is real. You think it's
I'm
happening.
asking you, do you use every day of your life? When you go out there and you work and you say you got business, you got customer. Do you say to your
How
customer?
does that relate to my
Do you,
metaphysical?
do you say to your customer, you don't have to pay me because I think I'm dreaming, I give you a service or a product?
Sometimes I do that, yeah. Sometimes I give people for free. I'm just like, yes, I'm taking
No,
it.
but I don't think you hear what she said.
I'm saying, but did you use the argument that I don't, what if your customer say to you, you know, every time they come to use a service or I don't know if it's a service or a product you sell, But every single time they came, they says, I'm in my dream, I think I'm dreaming, I don't have to pay you. I mean, could I come and do that every day? Based on your principle? Because you want to just dumb your perception? No.
All of us can be deluded by something.
I will not we're telling you right now, the person from the eyesight, she got our eyesight, she can use it.
I think you're not understanding
People
my
can
answer
hallucinate.
yet. So
People have issues.
I can repeat
You know, if
for
you're
you
stuck in a
again.
desert, you may experience a mirage.
A dream, a
Now,
mirage.
and
You're speaking hypothetically, I don't ask something specific. You see, that's all
But
hypothetical.
she's trying to say it's possible for humans to not
I know.
perceive what's actually there.
I know it's possible for you to go into unconscious state.
Exactly.
You don't have to bring that to me, but I know that. But my dogmatic question, when based on you answering me hypothetically, it's a specific question to you. You're not sleeping now.
Right.
You're not sleeping now. Based on my perception that I have, my senses, I don't see you sleeping. Are you sleeping?
Perception, yeah.
Yeah, but
I could be dreaming that.
it's fine. You keep using your
That's exactly
perception.
what I'm trying to say. You're trying to talk to. I don't want to annoy you. I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
No, I'm not. You're not being disrespectful. We're only reasoning. You're not being
I just think
disrespectful.
I just think you're not really hearing my answer. What I'm trying to say is that you're talking to me about my material world that is certain to you based on your perception. I'm talking to you that my perception could be false. I could be hallucinating.
I heard
It
you.
could be a voice inside my
I heard
head.
you.
I could be dreaming. I could be
Hypothetical, 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 hypothetical.
I could be
Hypothetical.
imagined by someone else, and I could be just a character in someone
I didn't
else's
ask you. I didn't ask you that required that answer anyway. My question was dogmatic, straight to the point, based on your perception, the principle of the perception that you agreed upon. That you say, I can't to my perception. I said, fine. I like the answer. I can't to your perception. Because that's what I use to get by in life, my perception.
I agree with you that I perceive reality the way I think you do, but I could perceive you perceiving reality the way I do. I can't prove things. That's what I'm trying to say.
So you can't
What
prove
I'm
that.
trying to say, I
You
don't
can't prove that
have
you're standing
to-
here. You can't prove that you're speaking right now. You can't prove to me that you're talking right now.
Within my perception, I can prove you that I do.
Okay, fine.
Within my perception, but who
Oh.
am I to say that the way I perceive the world?
All that extra stuff
is
doesn't need it.
factual?
That all that extra hypothetical goes on. No, I'm
if
saying.
you think about that, I come
all
from
the
a very
extra-
humble place.
No. Let me say one thing. When he says certain right now, based on my hearing, these are tools of my perception. You also got a hearing. Your mouth moving, you talking, you hear yourself talking. These are tools of your perception that right now you have convicted proof when you open your mouth, when you listen from your own hearing and you hear yourself.
That is not a-
So the extra hypothetical ghost argument that you're not sure that you're talking,
Can I ask you a question though?
that we rather take that one and push it aside. That doesn't make no sense.
Can I ask you a question?
Because that doesn't override the certainty of you hearing yourself
Can I
talking.
ask you a question?
You understand what I'm saying?
Can I ask you a question? I'm a little bit curious, like, why is it even important for you to be certain about those things? Like, why is it important for you to be certain that someone gave you something, gave you a beginning?
Maybe I'm
Why-
not sure you that you deny it because you're certain.
No, I'm asking you about your reasons. I want to understand. Why is it so important to be certain? Because I don't see any point in certainty. It doesn't get me anywhere. It doesn't change anything for me or my world at all.
So why if you,
So I want
so why wouldn't you, so why don't you kill yourself then if it doesn't change nothing from you? Would you kill yourself? If it's not certain, it's not important you. It's not important you.
I'm not in pain.
Basically, what you just in a nutshell,
My life is great.
in a nutshell, what you just said, what I sums it up very quickly for you, it's not important that you exist.
No.
But you wouldn't dare take your own life and kill yourself. Why wouldn't you do that? If it's not important you exist.
Why would I? Because it's not important to do that.
Yes?
It's not meaningful to do
You
that.
enjoy because you're enjoying life, innit?
Yeah, it's nice. Exactly.
That's what the creator
You
says.
enjoy life. Everyone
That's what the
enjoys
creator
life.
says.
So that's basically
You would
what
never.
I'm
Let,
saying.
it's,
But
it's,
if I didn't, then maybe I'm like, oh, fuck it.
it's funny because a claimed source of information that's from the creator. You talk about this kind of people who have that belief as you, and talk about stuff in advance that you wouldn't dare do. 7th century is telling you, talking about your character and describing people like you. You would never long for that. You wouldn't do this stuff.
But you still didn't answer my
And-
question.
and-
I ask you specifically, why is it even important to be certain?
I tell you why it's important.
Because it's a belief, right?
No,
It could be.
no.
You don't have to be certain. It's a belief. It's a pleasure to actually
No.
have a faith in.
No,
right?
because why it's important.
Instead of just being certain.
I don't understand why it's important. It is important because I'm trying to answer it. It is important because based on my perception, that I use perception just like you, but sometimes my perception can be amplified with equipment that amplify my senses. So based on my perception, I see the reality and the convicted proof that yes, the creator exists. So when I see that, you're asking me to answer it, isn't it? Based on my take on it. So based on my perception, using my perception, and observing stuff, that a result of stuff that actually one observe from with amplify equipment and amplify the senses, the eyesight, the hearing. Then I see signs and I see evidence that point that perceivingly point to no one but an existence creator that I did not create, that I did not came into existence from nothing.
So basically, you would agree with me because so far you tell me, okay, so this is what I observe, and therefore this, right? But you're still not answering why is it important to be certain of it? Why is it meaningful for you to be certain of those things? You only say, this is what I perceive. Right? You tell me this is what I perceive, and I agree with you that this is what I perceive.
Yeah, and a person will lead me to certainty. I'm telling you, it lead me to certainty. Just like I said to you, just as sure, just as certain that you are speaking a while ago. Just as I'm sure that you are speaking, that lead me to certainty. Why is it important for me that you are speaking right here? Because me and you having a conversation. If I can't hear your words that come out of your mouth, I tell you why it's important. If I couldn't hear the words that come out of your mouth, I'm not certain what you're saying, then I couldn't understand you in order to respond to you. So the conversation will be meaningless. Same with life. You're not sure you have a creator that you don't know your purpose, called.
No, but what I was trying to ask, why is it important for you to be certain of those things?
Yes, because then I can get a manual, because then it indicates that I'm a product, I have a creator, and I want to know what's the reason that creator, or what that is, created me. Because in life, I never witnessed a product write the manual for themselves. Long as you're a product and you have a creator, it's always the creator write the manual for the product. Through the sequence of life and history, that's what I noticed. The phone, manual write the manufacturer write the manual. The car, manufacturer write the manual. The cake, the baker write the ingredients. Not the cake write the ingredients list for itself. So when my perception leads me to certainty of the creator exists, then you have claimed scripture.
But okay, so that's correct and wrong in the same time.
Why is it wrong?
Because if you look at animal world, and we as humans observe animal world, it's not like, oh yeah, we have the manual. We are learning what is occurring, right? So it's already occurring. The manual is there. It's happening. So, for example, if you have two cats mating, like, is there a manual for human to observe that? No, there is no manual. It's just something happening and you observe it. So this is what I'm trying to say. I'm agreeing with you that I observe those things that you're observing. However, I cannot be certain that there is a beginning or end, or maybe I'm wrong, maybe my perception is not correct. Because when I observed, again, we're speaking about my perception and from my personal point of view, when I observed, humans assume things. Like they assume that dinosaurs were cyclops, right? In mythology. They assume things. They find the traces of different evidence, right? We found, I think it was mammoth, bones of a mammoth, right? And we assumed it was a cyclops based on those traces of evidence. So my perception is that most likely, a few times out of 10, we completely wrong. Okay, we went the wrong way. We taken traces of evidence and we didn't figure it out. It happens. So you're certain of something that, to me, is just theory. It could be correct that there is God, and it could be correct that it isn't. So what I'm trying to say.
So why if it is? Why if it is?
Why is it important for someone to be certain about something that all the beauty of it, I think all the beauty of religion is the faith part.
You got a religion, by the way, no? You religion mean a way of life.
Sorry?
Even you got a religion. Even you got religion mean a way of, the original meaning, if you go back in history, the original meaning of religion mean a way of life. So in that concept, every Tom, Dick and Harry on this planet, every single Tom, Dick and Harry living, as long as they're living,
my religion doesn't have a God.
they have a way of life.
But
God is He, the creator of you, the creator of the universe. So that's when I ask you the question, did nothing give you existence? Because we know that at the time you were nothing, you didn't exist.
But that's the wrong question to analyze.
And you know,
if I don't know if I really exist, then how you can ask me?
should I take a mirror?
Complex question.
Should I take a mirror for you? Have anyone got a mirror here? Can anyone got a mirror? Have someone got a mirror?
Mirror won't change a thing.
She don't show that she exists. Have you got a mirror?
That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm not sure that that it's a factual thing. I perceive that I exist.
Yes, so you perceive.
You
We
perceive.
asking about surety. My
But
definition.
I can perceive you perceive
So-
me.
so-
It's not certain.
So what I'm asking you, I'm not putting a burden on you more than what you can perceive. I'm asking you on surety based on your perception. That's the correct. We have to agree.
But
Some
my perception is not.
sister, you don't do this every day of your life when you go speak. If a police stop you and investigating you, you don't dumb your senses down. But you're doing it right here now. I'm asking you based on
No,
surety.
I'm humbling myself. I'm saying
to
the way
you,
I see
in your workplace,
universe, the way I see world, the way I see planet, the way I see life, the way I see you is not the most
I'm saying to you,
important thing,
but I'm saying to you, you don't have to. When
I'm actually,
I said based on surety.
I come from extremely humble place.
I'm talking about certainty and surety based on the perception that you have. You and I got perception and faculty of senses that we
That's
use.
what I'm asking you. Why is it important? Because based on my perception, it's not important.
Why is it important? Because if based on your perception, if it's for true, convictedly based on your perception, for surety,
Because based on my perception, it's important to you.
you
I believe.
you exist based on your perception. We already, it's in the past since we convicted to show up on perception, human perception, that you exist. That's not a lie. That's true based on perception. That's for sure, you exist. We are so sure that you never give existence to yourself. We are so sure based upon perception that a couple years back, 40 years back, you didn't exist. So the question is, we can agree based upon our perception, my eyesight, your parents' eyesight, we can agree upon perception for sure.
But even based on our perception that we mutually
I want to fish a
agree on,
point. Based on perception, nothing give existence to you. So then the default position is this: something give existence to you. That's if it. So if something give existence to you, you never give to yourself. Then something give existence to you, which have the
And
ability.
my parents?
Yeah, which have the ability.
My parents
Which have-
are fair enough for me.
No, your parents are not your creator, and I can prove to you. A creator of a product have the truthful knowledge about their product. If a baker bake a cake, the baker know all the ingredients. The baker know how to taste the cake to tell
Well,
me.
my parents baked.
I can accept.
And they had the manual.
I can
and
accept.
they wrote the manual.
I can
and
accept
they
parents.
raised me to follow the manual.
Is the parents a biologist? Are your parents doctors, biologists?
No, they're my parents. That's fair enough to produce.
I can
me.
ask the parents. I can ask the parents certain question about your body, and I possibly sure that they might cannot give me the answer.
Can I tell you why I don't really like this argument about like, oh yeah, who created me?
Yeah, but your parents cannot be an
Because
ignorant
we
creator of
talked
you.
about me,
Eh?
and who created me is my parents.
No, your parents didn't create you.
wait, don't.
That's not true.
I'll finish. You talking about creation of me as though it's creation of everyone, right? You want to speak about creation of the universe, everyone in the planet, all races.
We was gonna get to the
etc.
universe. Don't worry, we're gonna get there from you
But
to
you
up
know
the
what I'm
universe.
saying?
We start from an empirical junction.
Me to ask about myself. You go personal. I answer you personally. My
It's only
parents
me.
created me. I don't know anything about any God.
And I said to you, can I have a right to disagree? You say your parents created you.
That's my perception.
And I said, based on my perception, logically, based on my perception, your parents cannot created you. Because it does based on logic and my perception.
That's not logical argument. That's
No, it's a logical. No, wait, let me tell you. Give me a chance to explain why I say that. Because logically, every creator, every manufacturer of a product, through history, it tells me that the
And
truth.
my parents had a manual for me.
They have the- no.
You said already about the manual, like if you make a washing machine, you produce a
They have the
manual.
truthful knowledge.
But that's 1-to-1. That's my parents produce me, they produce a manual for me. You talking about God creating everyone and producing manual for everyone. So that's really collectivism. That's a larger argument. You cannot.
Can sister? I'm in the middle of finishing my point. Can I made a claim.
So my parents created me and they made my
And I deny. Can I give evidence why I deny? Can I at least present the evidence?
Okay, go for it.
So if I'm creating something, that means no, give it.
One thing.
Sister,
One
please. I'm trying to
one.
answer your point. I'm trying to answer my bold and my confident statement of saying your parents are not your creator. Logic, based on perception, that doesn't make no sense. Based on,
Of course it has. That's
sister,
my perception.
don't
I
get
perceive
emotional.
my parents.
I was gonna elaborate and give you my evidence.
Did
Why I
your
says
parents not make you?
my parents don't make me.
And that is not your perception.
My parents,
that
based
your
on-
par-
based
are
on-
your parents your parents?
Sister, use it. I try to give
Are
you.
your parents
I want to
fine?
give you some. I want to give you some evidence on my side why I say so.
No, but do you perceive your parents to be your parents?
Yes.
Like they make.
Yeah, but not my
they made
maker.
you. Not your maker.
You didn't make me. They didn't
But
make
it's
me.
not what. So you don't perceive that they made you.
They didn't make me. No.
Didn't make you.
They didn't
You were
make me.
not born out of your mother, and you.
Yeah, I
don't
was born.
perceive
I was
that.
born with my mother, but my mother didn't create me.
That would basically mean they create.
My mother did not create herself as a reproductive human
So you
being.
were created
No, no.
and you
Sister,
have
please.
nothing to do with
I'm trying to answer it.
creating
I said
in
something.
your perception.
I said something based on my perception,
Okay.
and based on logic, based on common
That's
sense.
not logical to say.
Best, but at least give me. Why are you scared of me finishing the point?
You're scared of me.
More, you scared. I heard your claim. I disagree with your claim, and I said this, and I want to say, and I want to give you the reason why I disagree with your claim, but you won't let me. Based on my perception, based on logic, based on common sense, no parents did not create their children. The first point is this: no parents know in advance exactly what time did they fertile. No parents know in advance.
They kind of do.
No parents know in advance.
I know when I'm fertile.
No, it's what I'm saying.
I know who I'm dating.
No, that's what I'm saying. No parents know in advance exactly the precise time, based upon the precise second, when did they perceive.
But why do you need to?
You see if I'm,
know by-
you see if I'm,
based on
you see if I'm creating something, my sister.
precise second?
No, you see if I'm creating something, I look at the time. I says, wait, 1 minute, 1 minute or
Also,
so.
you never do anything by
No,
accident.
I'm saying if
like
I-
you never create something by accident.
But see, if I'm creating something, it's an intentful act.
No, you could create.
So you say your parents is created you by